We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sports-like manner. Now the starting lineups for the Connally Cougars. Leading off, playing second base, number 4, Felix Salazar. Batting second, first baseman, number 17, Anthony Rojas. Batting third, catcher, number 18, Justin Santos. Batting fourth, third baseman, number 16, Kendry Cabrera. Batting fifth, shortstop, number 2, Cesar Arispe. Batting sixth, designated hitter tonight, number 13, Diego Arispe. Pitching for the Cougars, number 9, Aldo Garcia. Batting eighth, center fielder, number 1, Alvaro Ruiz. Batting ninth, right fielder, number 6, Cameron Wong. Playing left field, number 10, David De La Rosa. And the rest of the Cougars, number 3, Casper Roberts. Number 8, Jose Villita. Number 11, Aiden Ramirez. Number 12, Carlos Sharika. Coach of the Connally Cougars is Coach David Williams. Now our starting lineup for the WEISS Wolves. Leading off, playing left field, number 4, Kyle Hemingway. Batting second, designated hitter, number 10, Kevin Batista. Batting third, playing second base, number 7, Zach Anderson. Batting fourth, third baseman, number 16, Shane Joseph. Batting fifth, the pitcher tonight, number 25, Caden Bankhead. Batting sixth, first baseman, number 15, Hudson Miller. Batting seventh, shortstop, number 19, Jesse Hernandez. Batting eighth, right fielder, number 3, Robert Villarreal. Batting ninth, center fielder, number 2, Connor Rainey. Catching for the Wolves is number 8, T.Y. Fulford. Now the rest of the substitutes for the Wolves. Number 23, Nick Lamone. Number 22, Hunter Freeman. Number 6, Tyler Mueller. Number 30, Willie Hernandez. Number 9, Wendell Ramsey. Number 13, Isaiah Celestino. Number 5, Chad Moss. Number 12, Tavian Ford. Number 21, Michael Nickerson. Head coach for the Wolves is Coach Carl Lamont. Assistant coach, Ed Vogelpool. At this time, would you please stand, you gentlemen, and move your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's matchup between the Pflugerville Connally Cougars and the WEISS Wolves. Last time these two teams met each other, WEISS got the better of Pflugerville Connally, and that's putting it mildly. They won that game by a score of 17-2, and that included a 9-run first inning. They scored in every single inning, and 1 in 5 in a run rule victory against the Connally Cougars. It'll be a similar lineup for both teams. In tonight's matchup, it'll be for the Pflugerville Connally Cougars, it'll be Salazar leading off, playing second base. Rojas batting second, playing first. Santos catching, batting third. Cabrera playing third base, batting fifth. Arispe batting fifth, playing shortstop. DHing tonight, Diego Arispe batting sixth. Garcia on the mound. He'll be batting seventh. Ruiz in center field, batting eighth. And Wong playing right field, batting ninth. And fairly similar defensive lineup for the WEISS Wolves. The only difference is, the big difference is you have Bankhead, who went from catcher, and now he's on the mound pitching to Fulford. Playing first base will be Mueller. Anderson at second base. We have Jesse Hernandez playing shortstop. Shane Joseph playing third base. Kyle Hemingway playing left field. In center field, we have Corey Rainey. And playing right field tonight, you will have, if I can find him, Robert Villarreal. We started a little bit earlier. We had a first pitch start time at 7 o'clock, but everyone started changing out the lineup cards and getting on the field, and we decided, let's just get things underway. So Salazar will lead things off for the Connally Cougars.
Second baseman number 4, Felix Salazar.
WEISS currently 4-1 in district play, 10-4-1 overall. First pitch is swung on and missed by Salazar for a strike. Well, Pflugerville Connally 7-8-1. 7-9-1 now after that loss on Tuesday. Only 2 wins in district play. They're 2-2. Pitch misses outside. It's 1-1. Salazar's ready. Bankhead's ready. Leg kick and the delivery. And swung on and missed by Salazar. It's now 1-2. Bankhead working from the stretch. Salazar ready for a 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. That one is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Salazar holds the bat high. Bankhead gets the sign from Fulford. Ready for a 2-2 pitch. And that one way inside. It's now a full count. Salazar gap behind 1-2. Able to work the count full. Ready for a payoff pitch. Here it comes. That one is low, ball 4. So Salazar draws the leadoff walk, and they'll bring up Rojas.
Now batting first baseman number 17, Anthony Rojas.
Mentioned a few times during the broadcast on Tuesday. Now, not to let WEISS's 17-2 victory kind of dictate how things were going to go tonight, as Rojas shows bunt, pulls the bunt back, takes one outside. That's the 4th straight out of the zone by Bankhead. As they did beat Bastrop 10-2, then lost 10-0. So anything can happen as Rojas shows bunt once again. Gets the bunt down at the first baseline. It's a good bunt, but Bankhead picks it up, applies the tag. And they're going to rule him safe, and then they appeal, and now they're going to roll Rojas out. And he's still staying over at first base. Salazar moves on over to second. Rojas hasn't moved. So initially, the first umpire ruled him safe. The home plate umpire ruled him out, as it looked like Bankhead was able to apply the tag. It was a good bunt up the first baseline. And Rojas is out.
Now batting for the Cougars.
But successful sacrifice as Salazar heads on over to second base, and I'll bring up Santos. Santos 0 for 2. Back on Tuesdays. Bankhead throws a first pitch strike. Strikeout and flyout. There's only 2 plate appearances. Salazar at second, the 0-1 pitch. That one misses, it's 1-1. Salazar at second, top of the first inning. 1 on, 1 out, way inside that one. It's over the head of Santos and goes all the way to the wall. Fulford will pick that one up, and Salazar will move on over to third base. So Salazar over at third base, only 1 out. It's a 2-1 count now to Santos. Transfer Connally to jump out early. 2-1 pitch is cut on and missed. Good pitch there by Bankhead, and it's 2-2. As time's called. It's top of the first inning. Salazar over at third base. There's 1 out. Still no score. Connally trying to strike early. 2-2 pitch. In there, strike 3. First strike out of the game for Bankhead, and there's 2 away now, and up will step Cabrera.
Now batting third baseman number 16, Kendry Cabrera.
First pitch to Cabrera is low and away for a ball. Cabrera's ready. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one misses and gets away from Fuller just for a second, be able to recover. It's now 2-0. One pitch has already gone to the backstop this inning. Trying to avoid one more and get this last out. 2-0 pitch. That one catches the outside corner. It's 1-2. Sorry, 2-1. Two outs, top of the first inning. Bankhead trying to work around some trouble. 2-1 pitch. That one catches the corner. It's 2-2. Bankhead trying to work around a leadoff walk. 2-2 pitch. That misses. Is a full count to Cabrera. Cesar Ispe on deck. The payoff pitch. On the ground to first. Mueller up with it, and he'll tag first himself in time for the final out of the inning. So Connally gets the lead-off walk. They get the runner at third base with 1 out, and they're going to leave him stranded. So after a half inning, our score, Pflugerville Connally 0, WEISS coming up. You're listening to Pflugerville Connally versus WEISS on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, back in, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Bottom of the first inning here at WEISS High School. Leading things off for the WEISS Wolves will be Hemingway, followed by Batista, who's DHing tonight. Anderson batting third, playing second base. Then we'll have Joseph batting cleanup tonight. And I think I got him written down wrong on my score sheet. Yeah, I do. There we go. Joseph playing third base, batting cleanup. Bankhead going from catcher to pitcher, batting fifth. Mueller playing first base, batting sixth. Hernandez at shortstop, batting seventh. Villarreal in right field, batting eighth. And Rainey in center field, batting ninth. Garcia will be on the mound for the Connally Cougars, lead pitching to Santos. Rojas over at first base. Salazar at second. Arispe at shortstop. Cabrera at third base. Daniel De La Rosa in left field. Ruiz in center. Wong in right. For Kyle Hemingway, he had himself a pretty good game, as did almost everyone for the WEISS Wolves on Tuesday against this Connally Cougars team. But Hemingway had a special game. He reached 4 times, once on hit by pitch, once on a walk, 2 base hits, including 2 in the first inning, and scored 2 runs and drove in a couple as well. One of those hits actually ended up clearing the bases with them loaded, but due to an error by the center fielder Ruiz. Wind is up there tonight, blowing from those flags. It's blowing from left to right. Now it's blowing right to left. It's just blowing all over the place right now. Garcia working from the stretch. First pitch to Hemingway. He's in there for a strike. Garcia's ready. The 0-1 pitch to Hemingway, who shows bunt, gets the bunt down. Cabrera up with it. Can't make the play with the first base. He's just going to have to eat that one, and Hemingway is leadoff single. Now bring up Bautista.
Number 10, Kevin Batista.
Batista reaching 3 times, scoring twice, and a couple base hits before he's replaced by Celestino. Back on Tuesday. Then I go to first base. Hemingway back safely. Similar start, I suppose, on Tuesday, except for the throw back over to first got away from the first baseman Rojas. And Hemingway was able to get all the way around to third. Now thrown over to second base, and that one's a little bit wide. Hemingway is safely into second base. It was a pitch out. They were ready for him to go, but Santos just couldn't find Salazar. So runner at second base, still nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. WEISS now with the chance to strike early. 1-0 pitch. That catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. Goes back the runner. 1-1 pitch. Now when it misses to Santos, it's 2-1. Jacks back the runner. 2-1 pitch from Garcia is well inside. Good hitters count now for Batista. Let's see what he does here if he gets a pitch to hit. Outfield playing fairly shallow. Comes the 3-1. That pitch misses. And Bautista draws the walk, and they'll put runners at first and second, still nobody out. So Bautista over at first base, Hemingway over at second, and they'll bring up Zach Anderson. on air in the first inning. So nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch catches the outside corner for a strike to Anderson. It's Hemingway at second, Bautista over at first. Bottom of the first inning, still nobody out. Throw back over to second, Hemingway back safely. A 1 pitch to Anderson. And that one catches the inside corner. It's 0-2. Anderson's ready. Garcia leg kick and a delivery. Pitch misses outside. It's now 1-2 on Anderson. So Hemingway over at second base, Bautista at first, still nobody out, bottom of the first inning. No score. 1-2. That one swung on the ground. Arispe, slow roller. Throw over to first base is a little bit high, and it gets away from Rojas, and Hemingway's going to come on home to score. So Hemingway able to score from second on the ground ball. Anderson reaches.
Number 16, Shane Joseph.
Runners at the corner, still nobody out. First 3 batters have reached for Weiss. First pitch to Garcia, swung on and missed. From Garcia to Joseph, and it's 0-1. Over to first base, they have him picked off. Trying to come on home is Bautista, and he will. Still picked off is Anderson. Now they're going to get him. But not before Bautista comes on home to score, and it's 2-0 Weiss. So the bases are empty now for Joseph. Good base running there by Anderson, allowing Bautista to come on home to score. So Joseph, a 1 pitch from Garcia. Misses upstairs inside. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch from Garcia, and that one's in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Weiss up 2-0 on the Connally Cougars. Only one out here. Bottom of the first inning. Bases are empty. Garcia's pitch to Joseph is popped up. Should be playable. Salazar ranging over. Calls for it, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Bankhead will step in now.
Now batting pitcher, number 25, Caden Bankhead.
He had himself a monster game on Tuesday, reaching 4 times, including 3 base hits. One of only 2 batters on Tuesday to reach all 4 times, and also scoring every time he got on. He was just a machine as Garcia calls time. Wolves in front, 2-0 over the Cougars. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. Bases are empty. Garcia's pitched to Bankhead. He's in there for a strike. Garcia is ready. Leg kick and a delivery. As Bankhead fouls that one away, it's 0-2. Bankhead waiting for an 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. That one's lined right at Salazar. Nice pick right there. Throws over to first in time for the final out of the inning. But not before Weiss is able to get 2 runs on a couple of hits and a walk. So after 1 complete, our score, the Weiss Wolves 2, Connally Cougars nothing. You're listening to Pflugerville versus Connally on the Vype Media Network. Sorry, Pflugerville versus Weiss on the Vype Media Network. 1 moment.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close to the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Top of the 2nd inning here at Weiss High School. The Wolves in front. Weiss score of 2-0 over the Connally Cougars. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Connally. It'll be Arispe, and Garcia.
Now batting for the Cougars, shortstop number 2, Cesar Arispe.
So Cesar Arispe will step in. Bankhead threw 19 pitches in the first. His 20th is lined up the middle. Anderson has it, throws over to first in time. And there's 1 away. Hard hit there by Arispe, but Anderson, good job able to track that one down.
Now batting designated hitter number 13, Diego Arispe.
So Arispe and Arispe, Cesar and Diego. Diego will step in now, designated hitter tonight. 1 away here in the top of the 2nd inning. First pitch, now one is upstairs for a ball. One 0 pitch. Now it catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. Bankhead, leg kick in the delivery. That one catches the outside corner again. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is on the ground. Joseph has it. Throws over to first in time. And there's 2 away now for the pitcher Garcia.
Now batting pitcher number 9, Aldo Garcia.
There's a runner over at first base. I'm not sure what happened there as this one's blooped into right field, and that's going to get on down for a base hit. And they ruled catcher's interference, actually, so Arispe is safe at first, and Garcia is able to pick up a little bloop single to right field.
Now batting center fielder number 1, Alvaro Ruiz.
Ruled catcher's interference. That's what I get for not paying attention. So now runners at first and second, 1 away. And the bloop single by Garcia. As that one gets away from Fuller, goes over to the backstop. Second pitch that went to the backstop in this game, as Arispe will advance on over second base, and the courtesy runner in for the pitcher Garcia. Carlos Sieta has 1-0 pitch. That one catches the inside corner. It's 1-1 to Ruiz. So tying run at second base. As Carlos Sieta has 1-1 pitch. This is low. It's 2-1, and Arispe over at third. So second straight inning where Cougars have had a runner at third base of less than 2 outs. 2-1 pitch to Ruiz. That one gets away from Fuller. Trying to come on home with it as Arispe, and Fuller can't pick it up, and Arispe comes on home to score. It's now 2-1 WEISS as the courtesy runner moves on over to third base. Bankhead having a little bit of trouble finding the zone right now. 3-1 pitch to Ruiz. That one is fouled back at the plate, and it's a full count. Full payoff pitch to Ruiz is in there for strike 3. As that's the second strikeout for Bankhead. He paints the corner nicely. Now bring up the right fielder Wong. Tying run over at third base is 2 away here in the top of the second inning. WEISS in front of Connally, 2-1. First pitch, Wong's going to show bunt, pulls the bunt back, and takes one in there for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch to Wong. He fouls that one away. Quickly, he's behind 0-2. Bankhead trying to work around some trouble. And difficult when he thought he had 2 outs in the inning, and then get the catcher's interference. 0-2 pitch upstairs. And it's 1-2 on Wong. 1-2, and swung on and missed, strike 3. Third strikeout for Bankhead. And they're going to leave one stranded, but not before getting one on the wild pitch. So after 1.5, our score, WEISS 2, Connally 1. You're listening to Pflugerville Connally versus WEISS on the Vype Media Network. Keep it here.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
the Wolves. First baseman, number 15, Hudson Miller.
So Mueller stepping into Ram Jam's Black Betty. Haven't heard that walk-up song yet. That's a good one, though. Garcia working from the stretch. Pitch to Mueller. Floats in there for a strike. I always remember my dad's walk-up song was Hair of the Dog by the band Nazareth. It's an old song, but my dad's an old man. It all checks out. It's a good song, too. 0-1 pitch. That one's hit in the air to center field. Ruiz camps out underneath it and makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting shortstop.
That will bring up Hernandez. So one away here in the bottom of the second inning. Nobody on. Pitch to Hernandez is way inside. It's 1-0. Garcia's ready. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Hernandez, and that one's lined to the first base line, but foul. It's 1-1. Garcia's 1-1 pitch to Hernandez. Misses outside, 2-1. Garcia's 2-1 pitch to Hernandez. That one misses outside, it's 3-1. Villarreal's on deck. The 3-1 pitch is fouled away. Third base side. It's a full count now to Hernandez. Comes the payoff pitch. Misses inside, ball 4. So Hernandez draws a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Villarreal.
Now batting right fielder number 3, Robert Villarreal.
Back over to first base, and Hernandez back safely. Shows bunt, gets the bunt down, but foul up the first base line. Santos setting up outside. Throw back over to first. And back safely is Hernandez. Over to first once again. Hernandez back safely. That one's fouled away. It's 1-2 now to Villarreal. Garcia's ready. First throw back go to first base, and back standing up is Hernandez. Bottom of the second inning, 1 on, 1 out. WEISS in front, 2-1. 1-2 pitch. And that's strike 3. I think the umpire forgot the number of strikes there were as he just casually lifted up his hand. That's the first strikeout for Garcia. And there's 2 away now for Rainey. As Garcia steps off the rubber. First pitch to Rainey, misses outside. It's 1-0.
Hey, good take 2. Here we go. Go ready. Hit one for your dad.
Hernandez at first. There's 2 away. Bottom of the second inning. One 1-0 pitch. And that one misses. It's 2-0 now.
Go ready.
2-0 pitch to Rainey. Misses upstairs. It's 3 balls, no strikes. Hemingway is on deck. As Santos wants to have a conversation with Garcia. And now we're ready to go. 3-0 pitch coming to Rainey. And that catches the outside corner. It's now 3-1. That one's hitting the air to left field. Daniel Le Rosa comes on over, makes the catch, the final out of the inning. So WEISS gets a 1-out walk, but they're going to leave him stranded after 2 complete. Our score, WEISS 2, Pflugerville Connally 1. Listening to Pflugerville ISD Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
30-13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds, really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Top of the third inning here at WEISS High School. WEISS in front of the Connally Cougars by a score of 2-1. Top of the order due up for Connally will be Salazar, Rojas, and Santos. Salazar reached on a walk back in the first inning, was stranded at third.
Now batting for the Cougars, second baseman, number 4, Felix Salazar.
First pitch from Salazar. Salazar is well inside, backs him off the plate. Comes the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strikeout to Salazar. One pitch is fouled away.
Here we go. Smart.
1-2 pitch to Salazar. That one misses. It's 2-2. Top of the third. Nobody on, nobody out. Two pitch. That one misses. It's 3-2. Payoff pitch, and that one's fouled back. We'll do it again at 3-2. Bankhead working from the stretch. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. Second time tonight, Salazar has drawn a leadoff walk.
Now batting first baseman, number 17, Anthony Rojas.
Rojas steps in now. Successfully sacrificed back in the first inning. So nobody on, nobody out, one on. Noted back to first base, Bueller. Fuller throws a bit wide to Mueller. As the pitch to Rojas was in there for a strike. Shows bunt. It's the bunt down. Bankhead up with it, and he'll have no play over at first base. Bunt single for Rojas, and there's 2 on with nobody out for the Cougars. Now bring up Santos.
Now batting catcher,
Struck out his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Bankhead looks back. Salazar over at second base. Pitch is inside. So Rojas at first, Salazar at second. One 1-0 count to Santos. Still nobody out on top of the third. He's going to show bunt, pulls the bunt back. Santos waiting for his 2-0 pitch. Shows bunt once again, pulls the bunt back. Throw back over second base, and Salazar was running all the way. So he'll wind up at second. So we're at third base. So runners at the corners now, still nobody out. 2-1 pitch to Santos, going to show bunt, pulls the bunt back, and they're just going to let Rojas waltz on over to second base. And it's a 3-1 count now to Santos. Tying go-ahead runs around, still nobody out. 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Santos waiting for a payoff pitch. Here it comes. That one misses. Ball 4. So the bases are now loaded with nobody out. The third baseman, Cabrera, and coach wants to have a conversation with Bankhead on the mound. Couple walks and a base hit. First 3 batters have reached for Connally, trailing by 1.
Now batting for the Cougars, third baseman, number 16, Cabrera.
So Cabrera steps in now. He grounded out to first last time up. We got Santos over at first base, Rojas at second, and Salazar over at third. First pitch misses. As they have Aiden Ramirez, currently running for Santos. Pitch to Cabrera, also misses. It's 2-0. Bases loaded, nobody out, top of the third inning. Tying run at third base, go ahead, run at second. 2-0 pitch is foul tipped. It's 2-1. The 2-1 to Cabrera is also swung on and missed. So Cabrera waiting for a 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. That one's on the ground right to first. He's going to go home with it to get the out at home plate. Great play by Mueller to cut off Salazar. Rojas move on over to second. Santos move on over to.
Now batting shortstop, number 2.
Rojas move over to third. Santos moves over to second base. Cabrera reaches. There's one away now. Still bases loaded. 1 out for WEISS. So Rojas at third, Ramirez at second, and Cabrera at first. WEISS grounded out to second his last time up as he looks at one low for a ball. One 0 pitch. On the ground is short. Throws over to second for 1. On to first, not in time. As the run does come on home, Rojas. And we're tied here, 2 apiece here in the top of the third inning.
Now batting designated hitter, number 13, Diego Arispe.
So Cabrera's out. Arispe will reach. But give him the RBI ground out on that one. First pitch on the ground. Gonna call that foul ball. Another old catcher's interference. And he'll reach again. The second time he's reached on catcher's interference, and the bases are once again loaded.
Now batting pitcher, number 9, Aldo Garcia.
So Ramirez over at third base. Arispe at second, and Arispe at first. Two-run Already have one run come across this inning. First pitch is fouled back at the screen. Garcia, Trey Bankhead steps off the mound. Garcia with a chance to help himself out here in the top of the third inning. 0-1 pitch is on the ground to short to second. Anderson up with it, throws over to first. It gets Mueller off the bag, and Garcia safe. Ramirez comes on home to score, and the Cougars have taken the lead 3-2. As Cesar Arispe moves on over to third base, Diego moves to second.
Now batting center fielder, number 1.
And Garcia moves on over to first. As that one's back up the middle, gonna go home for the final out, and he throws it away. And another run comes on home. I'm not sure if Bankhead maybe just forgot how many outs there were.
Now batting right fielder, number 6, Cameron Wong.
No hits this inning so far. A couple of errors. Reese will reach. And his first pitch to Wong, struck out his last time up, is in there for a strike. So Diego Arispe moves on over to third base. Garcia back over to second. Slow roller. They're going to go home for the final out this time, and Fulford able to get that final out, but not before 3 runs come across for the Connally Cougars, and they lead this one by a score of 4-2. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning with our score. Connally 4, WEISS 2. Listening to Pflugerville ISD Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, again, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds, really close up in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Bottom of the third inning here at WEISS High School. Connally leading the WEISS Wolves by a score of 4-2. It'll be the top of the order. 2 up for the Wolves. It'll be Hemingway, Bautista, and Anderson. It's 1, 2, and 3. Hemingway 1 for 1 tonight with a single back in the first inning. Eventually
Number 4, Kyle Hemingway.
Hemingway steps in, already 1 for 1. There's a bunt to third. Cabrera now playing very shallow as the first pitch is grounded up the middle, and that's going to sneak on through for a base hit. 2 for 2 now is Hemingway with a couple singles. Now bring up Bautista. Walked his last time up. came around to score
Now batting just
back in the first inning as well.
10, Kevin Batista.
First throw, I go to first base. Hemingway back safely. Santos sets up outside. Big lead by Hemingway.
Hey, make some having fun again.
One 0 pitch. That one misses outside. Throw to second base is going to be a little bit wide once again. For the second time tonight, Hemingway has a stolen base. So we're at second base, nobody out, bottom of the third inning. And that one's grounded over the head of Garcia, flips it over to first for the first out of the inning. Anyway, moving over to second base, or third base. So Salazar to Rojas.
Now batting second baseman, number 7, Zach Anderson.
Pitch to Anderson. That one's lined on the left field line, but fouled. Anderson trying to jump Garcia. Oh, one pitch, Anderson. That one's lined on the left field line and foul. That was close. Would have been extra bases. Anderson being aggressive out there. Oh, 2 pitch now. That one misses outside Anderson. It's 1-2. Hemingway at third base, bottom of the third inning. Only one out. While he's trailing Connally 4-2. One-two pitch. That one gets away from Santos, but Hemingway's going to stay put. Two-two pitch. And that one misses outside Anderson. He's able to work the count full. Shane Joseph on deck. Now Santos wants to have a conversation with Garcia on the mound. So 3-2 count to Anderson. Moving over third base. Payoff pitch well inside. And it's a 1-out walk to Anderson. Now put runners at the corners for Shane Joseph.
Now
Popped
batting
out to
third
second
baseman,
his
number
last time up.
15, Shane.
Runners at the corners. Hemingway at third base. Anderson over at first. Third baseman Joseph at the plate. It's only one away. Time called.
Go 1-6, fire 1.
Garcia's ready. First pitch. This is inside to Joseph. It's 1-0. Runners at the corner, still only one out. Go back over to first base, and diving back safely is Anderson. It's to Joseph. This is outside, 2-0. First throw back over to first base, and then we'll dive back safely is Anderson. Two-0 pitch in there for a strike to Shane Joseph. Hemingway at third, Anderson over at first. 2-1 pitch. This is outside by much, though. And it's a 3-1 to Shane Joseph. Bankhead's on deck. It's a 3-1. Now it misses outside. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks allowed by Garcia. Now the bases are loaded with Wolves. And the chance for Bankhead to really help himself out. And now conversation on the mound with Garcia. So the inning began with a base hit to Hemingway, followed by Batista ground out. Then back-to-back walks, and the bases are now loaded with one out.
Now batting the pitcher, number 25, Caden Bankhead.
First pitch to Bankhead is hit in the air to center field. Maurice coming over, and that one's going to split the gap and go all the way to the wall. Run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. They're going to send a third home. The throw to the plate will be late. Bankhead clears the bases with a 3 RBI double. It's 5-4, WEISS. as Hemingway, Anderson, and Joseph all came home. And courtesy runner in now, Michael Nickerson. And now bring up the first baseman, Hudson Miller. Flew out the centers last time up. Pitch to Miller. In there for a strike. On one pitch, that one's fouled. First base side, Rojas will give it a look, but that one's out of play. Miller's ready. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one misses. Three runs have come across this inning for the WEISS Wolves on the 3 RBI double on the pitcher Bankhead. WEISS leading the Connally Cougars 5-4. Garcia's ready, 1-2 pitch. And that one's lined to left field, and that's going to go down for a base hit. There goes the Nickerson Holmes. It gets away from De La Rosa, and Mueller's going to wind up at second base. It's 6-4 now.
Now batting shortstop, number 19, Jesse Hernandez.
Hernandez will step in. He walked his last time up, was left stranded back in the second. Pitch to Hernandez, and that one's belted to center field. Coming over is Wong, and he'll make the catch. Tagging at second base is Mueller. And there's two away.
Now batting right fielder, number 3, Robert Villarreal.
Villarreal will step in. He struck out his last time up. Eighth batter this inning for WEISS. 4 runs that come across the first pitch as he swung for the fences there, but comes up empty. A 1 pitch on the ground. Ordizpe has to go off his glove, throw it to first base, will not be in time. As Mueller comes on home to score. As E6 on that one. Allowing Villarreal to reach. Now bring up Rainey, who flew out to left field his last time up. It's now 7-4. Ninth batter to hit this inning for the WEISS Wolves. First pitch as Rainey swings in, comes up empty. One pitch misses inside. It's 1-1.
Go ready!
Villarreal over to first base. 1-1 pitch to Rainey. He fouls that one back. Bottom of the third, 2 outs, 1 on. WEISS leading 7-4 over Connally. 5 runs have already come across this inning. Rainey really crowding the plate. 1-2. This is way inside. Rainey gets out of the way. Two-two pitch now as Rainey hits one to center field. Ruiz camps out underneath it and will make the catch for the final out of the inning. However, WEISS able to send 9 batters to the plate. They score 5 times. After 3 complete our score, WEISS 7, Connally 4. Listening to Pflugerville ISD Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds, really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Top of the 4th inning here at WEISS High School. New pitcher on for the WEISS Wolves. It will be Rainey going from center field to the mound. Hemingway will move from left to center. And we'll have Ramsey now playing left field. Top of the order, 2 up for the Connally Cougars.
Connor Rainey. Now playing left. Number 9, Wendell Ramsey. Number 4, Kyle Hemingway moves over to center field.
It'll be Salazar, Rojas, and Santos due up.
Now back to the Cougars second baseman, number 4, Felix Salazar.
First pitch to Salazar. Checks the swing. Did he go around? They're trying to appeal, and he said he did. Salazar, a couple walks in this one. 0-1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Fouls that one away. 1-2 pitch from Rainey on the ground. Joseph has it. Throws over to first. In time. The first out of the inning.
Batting for the Cougars, first baseman number 17, Anthony Rojas.
Rojas will step in, had a base hit back in the third inning, came around to score. His first pitch in there for a strike to Rojas. A 1 pitch misses. It's 1-1. And he's ready. 1-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike to Rojas. Rainey into his windup in the 1-2 pitch. That one just misses. It's 2-2. Two-two pitch on the ground, but foul at the third base line. Rainey's 2-2 pitch. That one misses. It's a full count now to Rojas. Santos on deck. Fouls that one away. We'll do it again. How many pitches this at bat? Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. The 3-2. Lined on the left field line, but foul. Rojas is getting a little bit ahead of that one. This is actually the 9th pitch coming up here. Rainey into his windup. Payoff pitch once again. That one's on the ground. It's going to be past Shane Joseph, past Hernandez, and into left field for a base hit. Good at bat there by Rojas, and that'll bring up the catcher Santos. He walked his last time up. Also struck out back in the first.
Now batting catcher number 18, Justin Santos.
I go to first base, and Rojas back safely. Nice pitch misses well inside. It's 1-0.
Hey, what do you say, two?
Santos waiting for a 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. That one is fouled up the first base line. Not a play. It's 1-1. 1 on, 1 out here in top of the 4th inning. WEISS in front 7-4. He looks back to runner, throw over first base, and Rojas back safely. One pitch in there for a strike to Santos. It's now 1-2. as Santos calls time.
Finish him up, Randy. Let's go, kid. Throw him out. He's going, throw him out.
1-2 pitch on the ground. Back up the middle and off the glove of Hernandez. So Rojas moves on over to second base. Everybody's safe.
Now batting third baseman.
They're going to give an error on Hernandez. That's the third error tonight for the WEISS Wolves. Now bring up the third baseman, Cabrera. He's grounded out twice and reached on the fielder's choice back in the third inning. So Rojas at second base, Santos over at first. I'll check through the courtesy range for Santos as Cabrera's going to show bunt. Pops the bunt up, and right there is Mueller for the second out of the inning. Not what you wanted to see from a bunt. Straight up in the air.
Shortstop number 2, Cesar Orespe.
So Cesar Orespe will step in now. As Aiden Ramirez, courtesy running for Santos over at first base. So Orespe bringing home a run last time, and eventually came around to score. It was two-way here in the top of the fourth. As pitch misses outside.
Let's go, Randy.
This pitch does Orespe easy. Fouls that one away. It's 1-1. Rojas at second. Ramirez over at first. Two away here in the top of the fourth inning.
What do you say, 2?
One pitch to Orespe. That one misses outside. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike as Orespe tries to check his swing. It doesn't matter. So 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count here in the top of the fourth inning. Rojas at second, Ramirez over at first. Rainey trying to get out of the inning. Leg kick, oh no, he says he's gonna look back. Rojas over at second base, who doesn't even step on the bag as no one was covering second base. Leg kick and the delivery. In there for strike 3. First strikeout for Rainey. And a hit, an error, but they're going to leave 2 stranded. We'll head to the bottom half of the frame with our score. WEISS 7, Connally 4. Listen to Pflugerville ISD Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Bottom half of the fourth inning here at Weiss High School. Weiss leading the Connally Cougars by a score of 7-4. Same as at the third inning. We're back to the top of the lineup as we sent 9 batters, or Weiss sent 9 batters to the plate in the third. And Hemingway, Bautista, and Anderson. Hemingway already with a couple of base hits tonight, 2 for 2, and scored a couple runs. Garcia still on the mound for Connally.
Now batting center fielder, number 4, Kyle Hemingway.
So Hemingway will step in. 2 for 2, couple singles, couple runs scored. First pitch to Hemingway. This is upstairs for a ball. Big hole up the middle as the infield shades slightly to pull. Shows bunt, gets the bunt down. It's a good bunt. Cabrera, throw it to first. That one's going to be late once again. Second bunt single of the night for Hemingway. Third base hit, third single. As he's had himself a pretty good game. He's 3 for 3.
Designated hitter, number 10, Kevin Bautista.
So Bautista will step in now. Had a walk back in the first inning. Grounded out to second in the third. First pitch to Bautista. Misses for a ball. Back over to first base and way back safely. Hemingway also with a couple stolen bases tonight. As 1-0 pitch, Hemingway misses outside now. Bautista misses outside. It's 2-0. Almost every batter has reached tonight for Weiss. Randy being the only one. As that one misses outside, it's now 3-0. As Zach Anderson's on deck. See what Bautista does if he gets a pitch hit, but first throw back over to first base. And back safely is Hemingway, who decides not to slide. And it was a bit closer than I think he was expecting. 3-0 pitch. That one's hitting the air to right field. Wong ranging over as he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. And Hemingway was on the move with the pitch. We don't have to go back over to first base. Now bring up Zach Anderson. Pitch to Anderson, misses outside. It's 1-0. Bottom of the fourth inning, Hemingway over at first base. There's one out. Weiss leading Connally 7-4. Anderson at the plate, Garcia on the mound. 1-0 pitch, and that one misses. And trying to get up second base is Hemingway, and he'll get in there safely. Third stolen base tonight by Hemingway. What a night he's had. 3 base hits, three stolen bases. Couple of runs scored, looking for a third here in the 4th inning. His speed, anything hit to the outfield, should bring him on home. As that one's hitting the air, first base side. Rojas will give it a look, but it's out of play, and the count's 2-1. I think it's like a rule. If you live in Texas and hear that song, you have to clap or do something. I'm in many places, and you just start singing, people will sing along with you. It's crazy. 2-1 pitch, and that one's lined to the third baseline, and fair ball! And they're going to send Hemingway on home. Anderson's going to try for seconds. The ball gets away from De La Rosa, but he's going to hold at second base. RBI double for Anderson. Third run scored for Hemingway. As the Wolves have doubled their lead, it's now 8-4. St. Joseph will step in now as we're going to have a conversation on the mound. As Weiss has had a base runner every single inning. And after falling behind 4-2 in the third, they started the third inning scoring 5 runs, and they've added another one since, make the score 8-4. Looking more right now like the team that beat this Connally Cougar team by a score of 17-2 back on Tuesday. So Anderson at second base, Joseph at the plate, walked back in the third inning as pitch misses inside or outside. A 1 pitch. Now one misses inside this time, and it's 2-0. As Chad Moss is on deck. Placing Joseph as Santos wants to have a conversation on the mound. Oh, it's Ramsey? Oh. I looked at the number wrong. I saw 5. Nope, Wendell Ramsey coming in to replace Shane Joseph. Yeah, that's Shane Joseph. He's batting now? Oh. I'm having a fun time right now. Shane Joseph is batting right now. Ramsey's going to replace Bankhead. This is why I'm in the booth. Help me out. So we go second base, and that one's a bit close. As Anderson gets on back. So pitch to Joseph, and that one misses outside. It's now 3-0. As Wendell Ramsey is on deck, replacing Bankhead. We've all discussed. 1 out, 3-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike to Joseph. The 3-1 pitch to Joseph, and he pops that one up. Cabrera ranging over in foul territory will make the catch for the second out of the inning. Now Wendell Ramsey will step
Now
in.
batting left fielder, number 9, Wendell Ramsey.
Man, I thought it was Chad Moss. Man, I thought he was going to replace Shane Joseph. Replacing Bankhead. RBI opportunity here. Harrison at second base. 2 away here, bottom of the 4th inning. Shows bunt and gets the bunt down. That one gets past Garcia. What a bunt by Wendell Ramsey. I can't get his name right, but I can get this right. That's a great bunt.
Now batting first baseman, number 15, Hudson Miller.
Hudson Miller will step in now. Had a base hit back in the 30th inning. So runners at the corners, 2 away. Throw second base, and they have him picked off at second, trying to come on home, and will come on home is Anderson. Now it's 9-4. Ramsey still caught in the pickle, falls down, and now he's tagged out. But not before Anderson comes on home to score. So good base running right there, able to tie everybody up. And we'll continue Miller's at bat, or begin it, in the bottom of the 5th inning. But WEISS adds 2 more. It's now 9-4. You're listening to Pflugerville ISD Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at VypeVYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to VypeVYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
There we go, top of the 5th inning here now at WEISS High School. The Wolves leading the Cougars by a score of 9-4. After falling behind 4-2, WEISS has scored 7 unanswered runs. Rainey back out on the mound, he'll be pitching to Diego Arispe, followed by Garcia and Ruiz.
Batting designated hitter, number 13, Diego Arispe.
So Arispe will step in now. Top of the 5th inning. Reached on a catcher's interference twice now. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses. It's 1-1. It was the 1-1 pitch. That one misses. It's 2-1 now to Diego Arispe. Rainey, leg kick and then delivery on a 2-1. On the ground, past the dive of Joseph and into left field for a base hit.
Now batting pitcher, number 9, Aldo Garcia.
So leadoff runner on for the Cougars. Now I'll bring up the pitcher, Garcia. He's reached twice tonight. Pitch misses outside to Garcia. It's 1-0. 4 runs on 4 hits for the Cougars. 9 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors for the WEISS Wolves. 1-0 pitch. That one catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. Diego Arispe over at first base. Throw back over to first. Back safely is Arispe. One pitch. That one's back up the middle. And Anderson can't quite snag it. But flipped over to second base and almost got Diego Arispe. And they're going to call him safe. I think Diego may have gotten a little lackadaisical thinking that he was going to have an easy base hit right there. Or an easy time getting to second base.
Now batting center fielder, number 1, Alvaro Ruiz.
So they're going to give Anderson the error on that one, allowing Garcia to reach. And they'll bring up Ruiz. And courtesy running in is Carlos Gorosieta over at first base. Arispe at second, Gorosieta at first. There's still nobody out. Shows bunt. The pitch misses. Shows bunt once again. Pitch misses upstairs. It's 2-0. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. Once again shows bunt. Once again it misses. It's a 3-0 count. Wong is on deck. A 3-0 pitch. And that one finds the zone. It's now 3-1. Shows bunt once again, and he bunts that one foul. It's now a full count. Ready now, the payoff pitch to Ruiz. Upstairs, ball 4. And the bases are now loaded, still nobody out. For the 9-hole hitter, Wong.
Now batting right fielder, number 6, Cameron Wong.
0-for-2 tonight with a strikeout and ground out. His first pitch misses. It's 1-0. So Diego Arispe over at third base. Gorosieta over at second. And Ruiz over at first. Top of the 5th inning, nobody out. 1-0 pitch. That one almost hits Wong. He's able to step off the plate. A 2-0 pitch. And that one catches the outside corner. It's now 2-1. Two-one pitch to Wong. And that one catches the outside corner. It's 2-2. Arispe at first, at third. Gorosieta at second, and Ruiz over at first. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Big strikeout for Rainey, his second strikeout of the ball game. There's one away. And I'll bring up Salazar. A couple walks and a ground out back in the 4th inning. As that one's in there for a strike to Salazar. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses outside, trying to get Salazar to chase. He does not.
Good spot, too.
1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. It was that time Salazar chose to chase. So bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Rainey trying to get out of a jam. 1-2 pitch as he pokes that one with an excuse me base hit to right field, and 1 run is going to come on home to score. And it's now 9-5 as Diego Arispe comes on home. Gorosieta moves on over to 3rd, Ruiz over to 2nd. And Salazar picks up his first base hit of the ball game, an RBI single. And the bases will remain loaded for Rojas with a couple base hits tonight. Coach wants to have a conversation with Rainey on the mound. So after the bases got loaded, Wong was able to strike out swinging, or Rainey was able to get Wong to strike out swinging. It looked like he was on his way to striking out Salazar, and Salazar just sticks his bat out there and just pokes it into right field perfectly, bringing 1 more run home, the 5th base hit for the Cougars. So conversation done on the mound. So bases loaded, so only 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning, as Rojas represents the tying run. First pitch. This is outside for a ball. Outfield playing very shallow. The wind is kind of into us. Judging by the flag that's out there, 1-0 pitch in there for a strike on Rojas. Bases loaded, top of the 5th inning. Only 1 out. 1 run has already come across for the Cougars, and they trail 9-5. Rojas representing the tying run is the 1-1 pitch. Misses. It's now 2-1. Four errors for Weiss, including 1 this inning. The 2-1 pitch. That one's on the ground. That's going to sneak on through to the left side for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. They're going to send another run home as Ramsey has difficulty fielding the ball. It's now 9-7. Scietta scores. Ruiz scores. Salazar moves on over to second base. It's a 2-run ball game as the tying run is at first base for Santos.
Now batting catcher.
A walk reached on error back in the 4th inning, struck out in the 1st. So it looked like Weiss was starting to cruise, and they found themselves in a little bit of trouble here in the 5th. This first pitch to Santos misses outside. Pitch to Santos. He fouls that one away. It's 1-1. Weiss had a little bit trouble finding the zone all game. Four errors is also helped keep Weiss in, help keep Connally in this one. Salazar at second. Rojas over at first. Time's called. Outfield playing shallow.
Go, Randy.
It's a 1-1 pitch to Rojas, and that one misses high and inside. It's 2-1 now. Two-one pitch. As I think Rojas thought that was ball 4. It is, no, it's a 3-1.
Way back. Here we go. Let's
No,
go,
I have seen that happen.
Somebody make a play.
People just head over to first base, and sometimes they just stand there and they say, well, I guess it was ball 4. 3-1 count. Fouls that one back. It's now 3-2. I've also seen a batter get rung up on a 3-2 pitch, but still trot over to the first base anyways. Always an awkward conversation on first. Salazar over at second base, Rojas over at first, Santos at the plate. 3 runs have come across this inning for the Cougars, making it a 2-run ball game as Santos will call time. WEISS already beat Connally 17-2 back on Tuesday. I mentioned in that broadcast, just never know what's going to happen tonight, and so far, it's proven true. Here comes the payoff pitch. That one misses outside to Rojas. Sorry, Santos. And another walk. The bases are loaded once again. And Cabrera will step in now. He's 0 for 3. As we get a new pitcher in for the WEISS Wolves. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Pflugerville ISD Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, got in, another reverse, breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Lily pulls up in the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Top of the 5th inning here at WEISS High School. New pitcher on for the WEISS Wolves. That'll be Zach Anderson. As Rainey moves back to his spot in center field, Hemingway moves on over to second. Ramsey still over in left field. And for Anderson, he inherits 3 runners. As Salazar's over at third base, Rojas is over at second, and we'll check to who the courtesy runner is over at first. Looks like that is Aldo Ramirez. So Salazar at third, Rojas at second. Ramirez over at first. For Cabrera, he's 0 for 3. Reaching on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd inning, as that pitch swung on a miss for a strike. Tying run over at second base, that's Rojas. Go ahead, run at first, and that's Ramirez. As that one's lined to right field, and Villarreal let that one drop right in front of him. They're going to not send home Rojas. It's a one-run ball game. As Salazar comes on home to score. Ramirez moves on over second base. Cabrera, this first base hit of the ball game.
Now batting shortstop, number 2, Cesar Arispe.
And it's now 9-8. Ninth batter this inning for the Cougars. And that is Cesar Arispe. Scored a run, reaching on a fielder's choice as he looks at that one outside.
Hey, fill it up, 7, let's go, kid.
4 runs have come across here. Bases still loaded, 1 out. 1-0 pitch is fouled away. It's 1-1. I'm sure Anderson would love a ground ball double play right here. WEISS, though, any outs necessary, though. For the Cougars, they have a chance to take the lead right here. With the base hit, 1-1 pitch, misses upstairs. Rojas at third base, Ramirez at second, Cabrera over at first. The 2-1 from Anderson. In there for a strike.
Hey, feed him, here we go.
Two-two pitch. In there for strike 3. First strikeout for Anderson, a big strikeout.
Now batting designated hitter, number 13.
And the 10th batter to bat this inning for the Cougars. Diego Arispe, who led this inning off with a base hit and then eventually came around to score. All but 2 have reached for the Cougars this inning. As first pitch is in there for a strike as Diego ducks his head, but it curls back over for a strike. Anderson trying to keep it a 1-run ball game as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 0-1 pitch. Now one misses, it's 1-1. One pitch. That one is in there for a strike. Bases still loaded, 2 away. Rojas at third, Ramirez at second, and Cabrera over at first base. Rojas representing the tying runs. The 1-2 pitch in there for strike 3. Anderson gives up a run but strikes out a pair, and they're going to leave them loaded. So after 4.5 innings, our score, WEISS 9, Pflugerville Connally 8. You're listening to Pflugerville ISD Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close up in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning here at WEISS High School. It'll be Hudson Miller's at bat. And he need to continue it after Ramsey was caught on the base pass, allowing Anderson to score. So far, that's been the difference maker in a 9-8 ball game. Be it Mueller, Hernandez, and Villarreal. Garcia still on the mound after giving up 9 runs on 8 hits. For Miller, he had a base hit back in the 3rd inning and came around to score. What was a big 5-run 3rd inning.
Now batting for the Wolves, first baseman number 15, Hudson Miller.
So they're playing some classics out here. Rice High School is playing the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Let me some scout music anyways. This infield is playing wide open right now, back up the middle. Pitch to Miller, misses inside. Backs Miller off the plate. As Garcia's up to 80 pitches so far in the ball game. 1-0 pitch. Now one curls back over the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-2 pitch. This is outside. It's 2-1 now to Miller. Did I say 1-2? I said 2-1. 2-1 pitch. That one misses. It's now 3-1. Three-one pitch. Fouls it away. It's now a full count now, Miller. So it's at bottom of the 5th inning. Nobody on, nobody out. 3-2 pitch to Miller from Garcia, and he swings and misses. Second strikeout for Garcia. And there's one away now for Hernandez.
Now batting shortstop.
Walked back in the 2nd inning.
Hernandez.
Garcia working from the stretch. As that one's in there for a strike.
Say, Jesse, come on now, kid.
The 0-1 pitch. That one's grounded up the middle, and Salazar can't make the play. Goes off the glove of Ruiz, but it's a single for Hernandez. And there's one on with one out for Villarreal. Reached on error back in the 3rd inning.
Hey, what do you say, 3, find a gap?
He shows bunt, gets the bunt down. Garcia up at there, throws over to first in time. We'll move Hernandez over to second base. Villarreal is out.
Now batting center fielder, number 2, Connor Rainey.
Now we have Connor Rainey. He's the only batter tonight in the lineup. It has not reached.
Hey, you need a Connor, let's go now too.
So Hernandez over in scoring position for Rainey. Trying to add some more insurance. First pitch. That one misses. It's 1-0. One-0 pitch. That one's grounded. Back up the middle. Salazar has to go off his glove, and they're going to send Hernandez home. The throw to the plate will be late. It's 10-8. And so for Rainey, that's a base hit, the 10th base hit of the night for the Wolves. He was the last batter to not reach. We're back to the top of the order with Hemingway, who already has 3 base hits tonight.
Now,
91 pitches already thrown for Garcia. Only in the 5th inning. Be interesting to see what happens after this inning, or if Hemingway happens to reach. And now we have a conversation on the mounds. You may see that new pitcher. Garcia already giving up 10 runs on 10 hits. So it'll be Rainey over at first base. Hemingway at the plate. He's already had himself a pretty good game with 3 singles, 3 runs scored, 3 stolen bases. So Cal Hemingway at the plate. So we go to first base, and Rainey dives back safely. That was, I think, a little bit closer than they were expecting. Another throw back over to first base. Rainey dives back safely. Rainey taking a pretty aggressive lead, and they're leaning back over to first. He's expecting a throw. First pitch. And that one gets away. And they're going to tell Rainey go over to third base as it gets all the way to the wall from Santos. And Rainey will wind up over at third. As Rainey was going with the pitch, he got a great jump, and it's just a wild pitch right there. That allows him to wind up over at third base. So a chance now for Hemingway to pick up his first RBI. 3 base hits, 3 runs scored, no RBIs. Chance to change that right here. 1-0 pitch. Now it misses outside. It's 2-0. Hemingway has led off 3 innings, all with base hits. Trying to remain hot right here. 2-0 pitch, and now it misses outside. It's 3-0. Bautista's on deck. As he shows bunt, pulls the bunt back, and takes one in there for a strike. He has reached twice already on the bunt. He's got some speed coming out of that left-handed batter's box. Cabrera at third, playing very shallow, 3-1 pitch. Now misses outside, ball 4. So he doesn't get the hit, but he does draw the 2-out walk, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Bautista. Walked back in the first, came around to score. Ground out and a fly out. This coach is coming out of the dugout. I think that might be all we have for Garcia. So it looks like that'll do it. So it looks like we'll get Castor Roberts on the mound now, replacing Aldo Garcia. He threw a lot of pitches, gave up 10 runs on 10 hits. We'll take a quick break while Roberts warms up. You're listening to Pflugerville ISD Baseball on the Vype Media Network. WEISS leads 10-8.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds, really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds, really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning here. New pitcher in for the Connally Cougars will have Castor Roberts. Replacing Aldo Garcia. Bautista will be at the plate. As he's warming up, a comment, has only been one extra base hit so far, I think, for either team. Looking at my scorebook. Yeah, just the one. That was the Bankhead double back in the 3rd and scored 3 runs. And asking, thinking I see a home run tonight, and they said there's only been 1 home run hit in this ballpark past 4 years. And it does look pretty deep down the left field and right field lines. So lefty on the mound, pitching to the righty Bautista. Runners at the corners, 2 away. Hemingway over at first base. And he's going to go ahead and steal this one. This pitch is in there. They're going to call fielders indifference. So Hemingway over at second base, Rainey over at third. Chance to add 2 more. Pitch Bautista on the ground, and that's going to be snagged by Vype. No, it's going to go underneath his glove, and 2 runs are going to score. Bautista seeing eye single. It's a 3-run 5th inning as Rainey comes on home to score and Hemingway comes on home to score. 2 RBI single for Bautista, and they'll bring up Anderson. correction, he had a double back in the 4th inning. So that's been 2 extra base hits. 11 hits so far right now for the Cougars. That one's blooped to right field and foul.
Hey, what do you say, Zach? Find a hole somewhere.
Bautista over at first base. There's 2 away. Anderson at the plate. 0-1 pitch from Roberts. And swung on and missed by Anderson.
Hey, battle up now, kid.
The 0-2 pitch now, and that one gets away from Santos, and Bautista's going to wind up over at second base. He's going to hold there. Second time this inning that a wild pitch has happened. First by Garcia, now by Roberts. So runner in scoring position now for Zach Anderson. Right now, here's the 1-2. And he fouls that one away. One-two pitch from Roberts and swung on and missed. Strike 3. First strikeout for Roberts and the final out of the inning. However, Weiss scores 3 more, punctuated by a Bautista 2 RBI single, and they lead this one by a score of 12-8. We'll head to the top of the 6th. You're listening to Pflugerville ISD Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close up in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Top of the 6th inning here at Weiss High School as the Connally Cougars currently trail the Weiss Wolves by a score of 12-8. We'll have Garcia going back out on the box, followed by Ruiz and Wong, so that's 7, 8, and 9. She can take correction on that one. Looks like it was going to be Garcia, but he was replaced, so it will be Castor Roberts. Scores number 3. I was looking for the 9 and couldn't quite see it, but first times can sometimes be difficult to see when you're up here in the booth. So Castor Roberts will get his first at bat of the ball game. Last time out, the Connally Cougars able to bat around, scoring 4 runs, making it a 1-run game.
Now batting pitcher, number 3, Castor Roberts.
So Anderson on the mound. Gave up 1 run back in the 5th inning, but able to get out of the jam with a couple strikeouts. First pitch to Roberts is in there for a strike. A 1 pitch is swung on and missed. And the 0-2 pitch. That one misses. Crowd wanted the strikeout, but umpire does not agree. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and that time swung on and missed. It's the third consecutive strikeout for Zach Anderson, and there's one away.
Now batting
Ruiz will step in now, reached on a walk back in the 5th inning, came around to score, also struck out. First pitch, curveball gets in there. A 1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike to Ruiz. It's now 0-2. Top of the 6th, nobody on, 1 out. Weiss leading the Cougars 12-8. And another swinging strikeout. That's 4 in a row now for Zach Anderson. Gets him with the curveball. Now bringing up Wong, who is 0 for 3.
right fielder, number 6, Cameron Wong.
Wong holds the bat high. Anderson working from the stretch. Curveball misses upstairs. One 0 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. One pitch misses upstairs. Now outside. It's 2-1 to Wong. Nobody on, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Here comes the 2-1. This is outside. It's 3-1. Salazar's on deck. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. It's now 3-2. As Anderson is 1 strike away from striking out the side, and more importantly, the first 1-2-3 inning by either team. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 5 in a row for Zach Anderson, the first 1-2-3 inning. After 5.5, our score, Weiss 12, Pflugerville Connally 8. You're listening to Pflugerville ISD Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at VypeVYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd 13. Back in, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to VypeVYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Top of the 6th inning here at Weiss High School. Sorry, bottom of the 6th inning, correction. Castor Roberts still out on the mound for the Connally Cougars. It'll be Shane Joseph, Ramsey, and Miller due up for the Weiss Wolves. Weiss already in front by 4 with The way this game has gone, they might try to add in a little bit more insurance, as they have scored in all but one inning. I was back in the second, and they were left off the scoreboard.
Baseman number 16, Shane Joseph.
As I mentioned before in this broadcast, last time the two teams met back on Tuesday, WEISS ran all over Connally, 17-2. And for a run rule victory, for another one, we need to score another 6 runs right here as the first pitch to Joseph, misses outside. One 0 pitch. That one catches the inside corner. It's 1-1. One pitch from the left-hander. That one misses. It's now 2-1. Two-one pitch. That one's lined back up the middle. Salazar has it. Throws over to first in time for the first out of the inning.
Now batting left fielder number 9.
I'll bring up Wendell Ramsey. Ramsey with the bunt single his last time up. First pitch shows bunt again and can't quite get it down. It's Cabrera over at third base playing very shallow. He's expecting that bunt. 0-1 pitch, and that one is popped up. Should be playable. Cabrera getting underneath it now, makes the can of corn catch, and there's 2 away. We got Miller, had a base hit back in the third inning, came around to score. Other than that, he's 1 for 3.
Now batting first baseman number 15, Hudson Miller.
First pitch to Miller. This is outside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. That one's grounded up the third base line. That's going to sneak on through for a base hit. And it gets away from Diego De La Russa. This is going to go all the way to the wall. Still going to try to go for third base. They're going to wave him on home. The throw to the plate won't get there. And Hudson Miller scores. We'll see how they rule this one.
Now batting shortstop number 19, Jesse.
Hernandez steps in now as he fouls that one away. It's now 13-8. Twelfth hit of the ball game. Oh, 1 pitch now to Hernandez. That one's lined to the first baseline. Hard hit to Rojas, able to field that one cleanly and step on the bag himself for the final out of the inning. Well, they get one on the Hudson Miller rounding the bases. We'll head to the top of the 7th as WEISS will try to close things out, leading by 5. You're listening to Pflugerville ISD Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at VypeVYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Lily pulls it from the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to VypeVYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Top of the 7th inning here at WEISS High School. Wolves leading the Cougars by a score of 13-8. As Zach Anderson back out in the mound, and he'll face the top of the order now. Be Salazar, Rojas, and Santos. Anderson has thrown 5 consecutive strikeouts, including 3 in the last inning. This pitch is in there for a strike. Anderson has that curveball working. Salazar reached 3 times tonight, scored 1 run, had a base hit back in the 5th inning. One pitch. That one catches the outside corner. It's 1-2. One-two pitch. In there, strike 3. 6th consecutive strikeout for Zach Anderson. And they'll bring up Rojas. He's reached 3 times tonight with a couple of base hits. Scored 1 run back in the 3rd. First pitch to Rojas. Misses outside. The 1-0 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. It's now 1-1 to Rojas. Zach Anderson only gave up the 1 hit to Cabrera, and he struck out every batter since then. 1-1 pitch, misses upstairs. It's now 2-1. WEISS trying to improve to 5-1 in district play. They pick up their 11th win on the season. They can close things out here against the Cougars. 2-1 pitch is on the ground. Anderson has it. He'll take it to the bag himself. So ruled that one unassisted. And the catcher Santos will step in now. He's reached 3 times tonight.
Now batting catcher number 18, Justin Santos.
So last chance for the Cougars. So far they put up a valiant effort against the WEISS Wolves. taking advantage of 4 errors. His first pitch misses outside. And at one point, it was a 1-run ball game. WEISS scoring in all but 1 inning. Hold a 5-run lead as the 1-0 pitch is upstairs. And it's 2-0. As Santos calls time. He'll dig back into the batter's box. Comes the 2-0 pitch. That one misses upstairs. Is now 3-0. As Cabrera is on deck. Santos trying to keep this game moving. .3-0 pitch. That time Anderson fires a strike. It's now 3-1. Santos is trying to get on, trying to keep it moving forward, and Anderson trying to close this one out. The 3-1 pitch. Fires a strike in there. It's now 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch, and Santos stays alive. Base is empty, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Zach Anderson trying to close things out against the Cougars. As Santos calls time once again. .3-2 pitch. That one misses well outside. Ball 4. Second walk tonight for Santos. And I'll bring up the third baseman, Cabrera. Got a base hit back in the 5th inning.
Now batting third base.
It was the first batter that Anderson faced. Who immediately picked up a base hit and an RBI to make it a 1-run game. But since then, Anderson's able to shut everyone down. That's the first base runner he's allowed since the 5th. The first base runner, was Santos. He was the first base runner he's allowed. So first pitch to Cabrera. He's going to line one right to Miller at first base. Cabrera absolutely tattooed that one. And Miller was right there to make the grab, and that is the ball game. The WEISS Wolves sweep the series against the Connally Cougars 13-8. They improved to 5-1 in district play, 11-4, 11-4, 1 tie overall on the season. For the Cougars, they fall to 2-2 now, 2-3 now in district play, and 7-10 overall on the season. So WEISS wins this one by a score of 13-8. Scored 13 runs on 12 hits, 4 errors. And for the Cougars, 8 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. And that'll do it from us here in Vype Media. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I'd like to thank people from WEISS for letting me use your booth and being very nice and giving me all the information that I need. And for you for coming into your homes, listening to these games, I do very much appreciate that. And for my QA, Rosie Bega, for making sure everything sounded good. And for Suna Venkat for giving me all the information. My name is Brian Reed saying, so long. See you next time.